Okay, guys, I'm actually going to talk a little bit about my puppy today. See, this little guy's name is Buddy, and as you can see, he's a miniature dachshund. He's full of life and energy, and right now he wants to run off because just a little bit ago a couple of buggies went up the road, and he likes chasing them for some reason. I don't know, it's dogs these days. But anyway, I want to teach you a very important characteristic about Buddy here in just a little bit if you just hang on.
Dude, we're watching the Wizive show.
See, the one thing that I like about well, I like more than just one thing about our dog, but one thing I really like about it is his love for me. I mean, he kind of loves me unconditionally. I know it's kind of crazy talking about a dog's love, but hey, every time that I come home at evening, like if I'm out late or whatever, and I step out of my car, he'll run up to me and he's all excited to see me. You know, his little tail's wagging like crazy, and he's a great dog. Now, he actually went running off here because he saw some chickens over there. What I want to talk about today, what I really want to get out is this thing of, you know, Buddy loves unconditionally. No matter what I do to him, no matter if I happen to step on his foot or something, he'll like that and then run off a little bit. Then like a couple minutes later he'll come back and, you know, wagging his tail, all excited to see me again, because he loves unconditionally. He loves no matter who I am, no matter what I do. And the reason I'm saying this is because in the Last Supper Jesus said this to his disciples: a new commandment I give unto you, love one another as I have loved you. By this all men shall know that you are my disciples, if you love one another. So an important part of being a Christian is loving one another unconditionally, no matter what the deal is. Like Buddy, for example, he loves me no matter what I do. And, you know, your best friend, think about your best friend, that you do things together, you love each other just like unconditionally. It's an agape love where you give to each other and you give to each other. It's not a selfish love. And I was just thinking, you know, what does it actually mean to love like Jesus did? And so I wrote a couple things down. I'm going to go over those things like right now. So actually, if you might want to actually take some notes. And this is pretty much what it's about here. It's about the first thing that I wrote down was to be there for each other through good times and bad times, especially bad times. I mean, if someone messes up in life and they need someone to be with them, like Jesus, he was there with the disciples when they were in their bad parts of life. Like for Peter, for instance, when Peter went out and denied Jesus 3 times, Jesus looked at him and he still had love and compassion for him because he loved him. It was an unconditional love. He truly cared about him. And another thing that I thought about, you know, was the thing of we need to care about each other's goals and what we're going through in life, our visions that God gives us, and help each other through those and to accomplish those. Like friends of mine have helped me with my Wizive show, with encouraged me and, you know, helped me out, gave me a couple ideas and stuff like that. And Jesus, he's always helping his disciples to become the best person that they could become. And so that's the second thing I came up with. Then third thing is we need to hang out with each other for no reason. You know, like your friends, when you just go out and do something, you know, all kinds of different things that you go out and do together because you love each other. And as Christians, as like we go to church and we do things that for each other, and we are there for each other. Like disciples and Jesus' disciples, they hung out every day pretty much. And they did it because they loved each other, because they wanted to help each other have a better life. And so as believers, we need to help every believer, not just your best friend. Don't just go hang out with your best friend because, well, you can do that. But what I'm trying to say is a lot of times we profile people and we just hang out with our best friends because our best friends are cool. But we need to, as believers, we need to hang out with all other believers. We need to be able to, people that you might not think as cool or whatever, you know, whatever we think these days, you know. Those people need you just as much as your best friend does. So you need to go and you need to be a best friend to them. Be a friend to them and to just hang out with them, just to be there for them. because that's what they need. We need to help each other through life. The next thing that I came up with was we need to humble ourselves and do things for others in a way that, Jesus, like for instance, Jesus at the Last Supper, he went down and washed the disciples' feet. A servant is supposed to wash the main people's feet, and as a servant, Jesus washed their feet for them. He humbled himself. Even though he was bigger and he was better, he was part God. I mean, seriously. He was went low enough to wash his disciples' feet because he loved them, because he really cared about them. And that's what we need to do. We need to help each other. We need to humble ourselves. And again, as I mentioned earlier about profiling people, don't profile different people and just be humble to certain people and help out certain people, but help out everybody. And that's what it's all about. That's what it means to love Jesus, to love others as Jesus loved us. Next thing I came up with, this one you're probably going to like, is to give constructive criticism when needed. See, a lot of times we like to tell people what they're doing wrong in life, but constructive criticism is telling people at the right times. Now, I'll probably go into this more deeper in a later episode or something, but just simply you need to be able to help people at the right time, and don't look down on them, and glorify God when you do it. And don't do it to make yourself feel better, but do it to really help them to live a better life because you care about them. Then the second to last thing I had down was to be an encouragement to one another, to bless each other and to help each other bless each other with each other's goals. Like, I'll actually go into this more depth in my next video. So if you hang on, you'll get to know a little bit more about encouraging each other. And then the last thing I had down was to be able to die for each other. Now that's a big thing. Jesus actually died for our sins. He took his sins on himself and he died for our sins, which is huge. I mean, he has an unconditional love. That's what it's all about. So that's what I want to encourage you with today, is to go out and show love to people, not just your best friends, not just the people that you usually hang out with, but the people that need you, your neighbor, whoever your neighbor is, and your neighbor is someone that needs you, that needs your help, as we learn in the Bible. So go out, and the people that you think aren't as cool, go and be friends with them. Show them that you care about them, and this way you can be known as Jesus' disciples, one of Jesus' disciples. So I have a question for you, and this is what the question is. What have you done lately that truly showed love to someone that wasn't one of your best friends? What have you done for somebody like that lately? When's the last time you did? Anyway, give us some ideas of some things that we can do, actually, to show love to one another in the comment section below. And while you're at it, you can like this video and make sure everybody else gets to know about it too.
Okay guys, this is the 9th video, so it's the 9th WizIve goal, and with it, the goal for this week is to love like Jesus. Now, I don't know if you're actually writing these down, but you should be writing them down. So take the time, write it down, and remember to love like Jesus. Make it a goal to love like Jesus this week at least. Well, all your next year, make it a goal to love like Jesus, but let's at least focus for this week, today, to love like Jesus. And the verses that I have that go along with it is John 13:34-35, and that is, "A new commandment I give you, love one another. As I have loved you, so you must love one another. By this, all men will know that you are my disciples, if you love one another." Now, Jesus is saying this at the Last Supper to his disciples, and it's very, very clear that if we want to be known as Jesus' disciples, we need to love one another. So go back through this video, write down the different things that I brought out about how to love one another like Jesus did, and do it. Practice it. Put it into practice.
This is the part of the show that you've been waiting for. It's a biblical joke of the week. I love doing the biblical joke. Just saying. Okay, the joke for this week comes from Jerry Diener, and I'll be saying that for him. Now, as you probably know, most biblical jokes are just simply lame. Well, this one is no different. Sorry. But here's how it goes. See, it's asked the question, what lights did Noah use on the ark?
then the answer is floodlights.
I need you to submit your favorite biblical joke so that I can have it on the show. You can either contact me through the wizife.com website, or you can create a video response to this video on YouTube.
This has been the Wizife Show. Thank you for watching. God bless you. We'll see you next week. My name is Justin Miller, and I'm out.